everyone, Osage Orange here, and welcome to a very special stream. We are, of course, doing the much promised RT Reflections stream in this special episode of streaming, of course. I do apologize, I accidentally hit the wrong button a moment ago. Trying to make sure I got to the right thing there that I wanted to get to. In terms of stuff. But, yeah, on this video, we're going to be discussing my Rooster Teeth journey. So, because Rooster Teeth has had a very profound impact on my life in its own way. So, links are anti-boo-boo time. Of course, I managed to get the links into the video. What in the heck? That should not be there. That should not be my chatbot. What the heck? Should be this. Hello. There we go. Alright, so, this is the Variety post from a week and a half ago. I don't remember who posted it, somewhere on Twitter. This was not, publicly announced on Variety before folks at Rooster Teeth knew about it. They knew it before this article came out. And, so anyway, here is aforementioned article. So, anyway, it says, it was an all hands meeting and memo. Like I said, this was a thing before this article came out that we're seeing here. It did not come out. They didn't have their the article didn't come out, and then they had the meeting. Say, hey, some of you might have seen the thing on Variety. So anyway, we have, as you see, Warner Brothers Discovery is currently in talks. There has been, since this announcement, I know that there has been some talk on potential Ruby sale. I don't remember the particulars off the top of my canopy. But there are discussions about, Rooster Teeth, Warner Brothers Discovery selling off some of their various IPs, Ruby, RVB, Red vs. Blue, Genlock, presumably other content related to this. So anyway, it was founded back in 2003 by Bernie Burns, Matt Holm, Jeff Ramsey, Jason Saldana, Gus Sorrell, and Joel Hyman. It's Bernie, of course, played Church, Blue Team, Matt, Sarge on Red Team, Jeff, Griff on Red Team, Jason Saldana played Tucker on Blue Team, Gus Simmons on Red Team, and Joel Heyman Caboose on Blue Team. That was how they started out. And it was those 6 guys. See, there's a picture of Bernie and Matt. And so it was as you can see, it was originally bought out in 2014 by Fullscreen, then Otter Media, and then under originally, Discovery and Warner Brothers merged to form WBD. Isn't that a mouthful? But I did known and there had always been some discussion about Rooster Teeth's solvency over the years, especially within the last 10 years. And at least that was stuff on the internet, and as you see, RTX 2024 has been canceled. It's not profitable. Basically, they were last about 10 so years they've been struggling financially, and so here is the actual memo itself via Rooster Teeth, and it's just part of me finds it so sad, so sad. So what we're going to be doing, like I said, links are posted for folks on the YouTubes. Links will of course be in the description. This stream is also going to do as a little bit of a lore video as well. So let me go ahead here. I'm going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to pull up Minecraft. Just going to be doing some mining. It's mostly going to be me talking about stuff and all that. So just a second, let's let Minecraft get up here. Let me quickly update my session here. There we go. And so, as we go through some mining stuff, I will be going through the lore of myself as a little bit of a lore video, as I said. And we will also, be showing the results of Rooster Teeth's effect. Some of the stuff that they've had done for me. So, let me get my stuff here. So, as I said, we're not going to be discussing every little nitpicky detail about my RT experiences. It would take a little bit more time than I'm willing to do. But we will still discuss this stuff at hand. Hello, Zambit. So anyway, our story officially begins in December 2007. At least the relevant part of this story for Rooster Teeth. So, Treebro and I, we were on school break for the winter, winter vacation. Break from school and all that. And, so anyway, one of his friends, I don't remember who it was off the top of my head. I think they've lost touch, as I remember. But anyway, one of his friends at school, he had one of his other friends, I don't remember exactly who, but I recall that they have lost touch in the years since due to IRL stuff. one of Tree Bro's friends brought him, let him know about Rooster Teeth, Red versus Blue in particular. And so, he knew, Tree Bro, of course, knows I'm into gaming and all that, you know. When I wasn't doing school stuff, or like on summer breaks when I wasn't doing stuff related to that, you know, having fun and all that. You know, I'd be online, you know, like YouTube was still a newish thing at the time, fairly newish. And so, you know, I would occasionally watch videos, and I think that's how probably Tree Bro and Tree Bro's friend found out about Rooster Teeth, was through YouTube. But any hoozle, the hello over there, White Cat. I know, I hear you. You're watching in, but guess what? You don't get in. Anywho, so he, you know, had pointed me, Tree Bro, of course, pointed me in the direction of Rooster Teeth. And I was like, oh my god, this, you know, I'd played a little bit of Halo, but I hadn't, you know, really gotten into it, you know, sort of thing. And, so I started watching, and at that time, they had just concluded Season 5 of the Blood Gulch Chronicles, which is the first 5 seasons of the series. And so, I watched pretty much all the stuff that I could. I didn't join up because onto the RT site, because I knew at the time how distracting the internet could be. You know, it's, you know, was able to have access to the internet. You know, I remember many, many years ago when Tree Dad first got us dial-up. That way we could at least, you know, if we had to look up stuff for school, you know, we could do that. And, you know, part of me at the time, you know, when we first got access to dial-up, it's like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. You know, I could literally have the world at my fingertips. You know, in time since, you know, having access to broadband has been different compared to dial-up. But anyway, I've digressed. So anyway, come on, get rid of this bloody gravel. So anyway, whenever I would have the time, over the next number of years, I would watch Red vs. Blue, and for me, the recollection, which is consists of 3 series, which is, for those who don't know, it's Season 6, Reconstruction, Season 7, Recollection, and Season 8, Recreation. Together they form their own little era of Rooster Teeth. But the recollection is, in my point of view, Red versus Blue at its height. There was some good stuff in seasons 9 and 10. Not the Blood Chronicles, the Project Freelancer arc. There we go. My canopy finally got itself into order. You know, the Project Freelancer arc. And of course, there's some stuff about the Chorus Trilogy, seasons 11, 12, and 13 as well. But everybody is entitled to their opinions. Me, myself, I feel that Red vs. Blue was at its height in the recollection. 6, 7, 8. And don't get me wrong, I have my own gripes about other seasons and all that, but at the same time, I feel that there is some goodness in like the Chorus trilogy and the Freelancer saga. So those are fun times. So anyway, by the time we got around to the Chorus trilogy, which was 2013, by this time both Treebro and I got graduated from school. You know, each of us were born in separate years, so of course, you know, we graduated at different times. But let's see what's in here. But we by the time 2013 rolled around, we had both graduated from school, and each of us were doing our own things. So you know, by this time, you know, I still had, you know, IRL stuff to do. You know, had a little bit of a side gig going on for an IRL job, related stuff, and it was by this time, you know, I'd started feeling out that I'd started been missing out. Really missing out on fellow fans who liked Red vs. Blue for all of its pros and cons, its faults and benefits, and I felt that, you know, I really needed to join up. Now, by this time in my social media career, I'd gone through, as probably a number of people had gone through several handles. I'm not going to go through all that history. This is the RT focus. But I was in need of I was feeling the need for a new handle. And so I was like, well, what, you know, I had been thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want to do for my new handle? And so it was that I finally decided to choose my name, Osage Orange, as my handle. You know, if I'm gonna, you know, say that, you know, I am a Macola Pomifera tree, and, you know, that is going to be my new handle, I am going to own it. Ah, hello. Here is a bit. Let's see here, get that torch there. Area I didn't explore, huh? Okay. Well, that's the thing. Anyhoozle, I was like, if I'm going to own Osage Orange as my name online, I might as well just go ahead and go with it. So I did. And as a result, let's see here, I need to make sure I pop up in the right spot. Yep. And so that is exactly what I did, is I owned it. And I am still owning it. And so it was on May 25th, 2013, that I registered on Rooster Teeth as Osage Orange. But that, of course, is just part of the story to this point. So, I have, of course, met, as a result of such a decision to, you know, rebrand myself, as others are probably aware of who have done that sort of thing. You know, it can be interesting times. And for me, it was interesting because, you know, I'd given up or let go previous handles for whatever reason. And so felt that this was going to be a new... Ooh, hello, Ian. This was going to be, for me at least, a new experience trying on a new web sona. And so, with it being a thing, just, trying to figure out, what I was gonna, who was, finding people, to hang out with, that sort of thing, and all this sort of jazz was, of course, a fun challenge. Because, like any, when you're new to a site, you can easily be trolled. And then, I've gotten some trolling here and there. But anyway, we're going to discuss two folks who I am still in touch with in terms of stuff. First of which is Mishu, whose links I am now putting into chat. Mishu has gained notoriety to a degree for creating a fandom of the fandom. In that she is, they make reference in some of the very, very early episodes of Red vs. Blue in season 1. It's like somewhere in the first 5 episodes, at least once. I think it's in the first episode. I don't fully remember. I haven't watched Red vs. Blue, especially the early stuff, in years, I will admit. But they make reference to the Chupacabra. And Mishu decided to sort of make her own sort of spin on Chupacabras with Chupadores, which are and with Red vs. Blue Revolution, which is her comic series featuring chupified versions of the RVB cast. So that is why I have made sure to include links to her her YouTube, her Twitch, and her RVB Revolution site. And so that is a thing that I was like, I know I need to make sure to give credit, because I myself am not 4, 5, so that's 5, right? Yeah, 5. I find her originality with this series, with this fan series, and her artistic style to be interesting. And I was like, I'm not a furry, but I appreciate Mishu's art style and her creativity. So I appreciate, the artwork she has done. And so you can check out, she does live streams on Twitch, just like I do. She uploads some stuff to YouTube. She's had a number of things that she's put up there. And, of course, for her fan series, RVB Revolution, make sure to check that out. That's another series. I need to get caught up on that. I have because of IRL the last few years, I haven't been able to keep up quite as much as I would have liked, as much as I would like on her series either. So that's something that I need to do. But anyway, Mishu was the first. Is the first of two, what I would call prominent enough members of the fan community that I really have kept in touch with. The next person is known as Jackie, aka Geeky Fried Rice. And so there is the link to her Twitch and the link to her Twitter right there. Doesn't stream quite as much as she used to, Jackie that is, because she for a time she actually got to work at Rooster Teeth. And so that's one of those sorts of things is like, oh my god, that is so cool. She got to work at Rooster Teeth. And she works for now, works for Star Wars The Old Republic developer. I forget the name. I'm blanking out on that. I'm blanking out! But, yeah, that's what Jackie is doing now. She used to have a YouTube channel, same name, Geeky Fried Rice, but she has either, I think she took it down. That's why it's like I tried looking the other day, getting ready. I was like, oh wait, that's right, she took it down, because and I'd known that for a bit, but I was having one of those moments. Am I remembering that she took it down or not? And it was like, yep, I remember that right. So both Mishu and GFR have been very prominent members of the Rooster Teeth community. And of course, with this thing sort of powering down in their own way, things sort of slowly, people drifting away and all that, the community falling down slowly. It's sort of a sad thing that let's see, let me get that right there. Go. So it's sad that this sort of thing has to happen, is that people that you meet online drift away, or you're left with fewer and fewer people that can go through challenges and all that. But they are, Mishu and Geeky Fried Rice, very good friends, still friends with them. Don't get to talk with them quite as much, due in part to the way my work schedule it is, but I get to pop in every now and then and say hi to them whenever they're live, so that's always a good thing in my book. So, but yeah, I met both of them either through the journal posts that RT would be able to let people do, or through the forums and that sort of thing. And that is pretty much, is a combination of the two is how I met both of them, amongst many people on the RT site. And so, I met them, and fun was had, being able to talk to them over the years and all that. But anyway, so let's fast forward to 2015. Getting the story advanced here. come to 2015, and, you know, one of the fellow community members on the RT site, Elite Izzy, had done some Minecraft things. So by this time, I was working at the grocery store. I'd finally gotten into Minecraft, and she had mentioned something about the GGG server, the Good Guy Gamers community group that I joined, and I've tried to get up the old Good Guy Gamers YouTube page, because we had a number of videos that we put there, but the only thing I've been able to get my hands back onto is the Good Guy Gamers Twitch, and we haven't broadcasted there for some time, but I want to make sure there's at least some credit there. So, this is a good spot to bring up some Minecraft stuff. So, what sort of happened then was, I'm going to throw up my break screen for just a moment. I need to go get some pictures. And, let's see here. Where did I put those? There we go. Let's see here. So, make sure I get this up right. So anyway, about the time that I joined the server, let me get that out of the way. Pull up the main screen here. So one of the things people could do is that on this particular server is you could have your own little area to do your own thing. Is that they had set up with a couple plugins. You could set up another portal system where you could you know, have a discrete another portal, and it would be plugged in one location, and instead of hopping into the nether and then, you know, going through the nether and trudging to another discrete portal, it would take you back to the overworld. It would go from, we had a portal building in G-Town where everybody, you know, had a community house, you know, our general community area. And from this discrete portal in town, you could go to your Let's Play area where, you know, you could go do your own thing. And so I said, hey, can we find an area that has a dark forest in it? Because, you know, that's my favorite biome. And so those the admins were like, yeah. So I got this area, and it had some shoreline, as you can see. And so it was in 2015 that Christopher Lee, who played Saruman, died. And Christopher Lee, very good actor. Very, very good actor. He played Bond, played Dracula, played a number of other roles, played Saruman, Count Dooku. And so, you know, I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. So, as my tribute to Christopher Lee in my server area, in my area of the server, I erected a staff of Saruman, you know, as tribute. And I've got, I had a beacon down here in the base, and, you know, you can see the beam going through up, and, you know, literally had a thing go up, and, you know, the beam might go up, and, so anyway, unfortunately I don't have, one of our other guys would have to dig out the server files. Somebody's got it somewhere, but, we haven't had the Minecraft server for a long time. But yeah, I put this up along my part of the seashore area. And, so anyway, I had a number of Let's Plays, and here is one of the things that I did. This is when the areas was a little bit more developed. It's not fully complete, but this right here is I was at the time was be able to watch Deadliest Catch because had cable and all that. So picture under construction of the Phil Harris Memorial Battle Amphitheater. And back in 2017, it was a little bit more developed than this. Had a thing, to control the stuff, like the real Flavian Amphitheater, what we call the Coliseum, as well as a fence right in here. Basically, and a little access on either side. So people, come in, gladiators could do their little bit of battle, and people could spectate. Had a couple of spectator boxes right up in here, and run over here too. So, like I said, this is one that was, things were under construction. And then, they're actually here at, I got that wrong. The boxes were actually, they were actually up here, and the entrances were right up here. And so, on either side. That's right. A little bit of bleh. So, yeah, it's, and you can see, here's the base of the Christopher Lee Memorial. And here is the people where people would come in the portal. You can see the glowstone right there. The portal was on the first floor underneath this window here, right behind this window. So, right where these blocks are, where my cursor is, that's where the portal people would pop in. And so, I had like a little restaurant area on the second floor, which is right up here. We had like a meeting area and a mod sleeping area, for the server admins and group admins. And then up on the third floor, which is up here, you can kind of see a little bit of it, was the third floor, which was the communal sleeping area for everybody. And basically, had a whole bunch of beds. People, could come in and pick a bed, say, Osage Orange, whoever, and then whoever, you could choose a bed. And basically, whenever I would have Let's Plays. So let's see here. Next picture should be, yep, there we go. Yeah, here we go. So anyway, you can sort of see a little bit more developed here. You can see it's a little more complete. Glad I was able to get this screenshot. So basically, here's the community building right here. It has several warehouses scattered over here. Right over here is the Harbor Master's building, my residence in the harbor. Got several cranes, a dry dock, docking area. One of my first Let's Play, which was extreme freestyle high diving sort of thing. This is the fishing rodeo and jamboree area. This is the personal tower that where we initially popped into the area. Got a hippodrome right here, and this area right in here where you see all the stuff in here. This is the fishing jamboree, yacht club. Then what got right put in here? I don't think I took any good screenshots of it, or at least I couldn't find any that were, show a lot of stuff going on. This is where I had a Let's Play called Battleship Build Off. 2 teams compete to build a battleship. So let's see here. Okay, so here is one of our group members, Beep, during one of our fishing jamboree. Oh, we got a little bit of the Battleship Build Off right there. And so basically, people, doing fishing stuff. It's just like the Achievement Hunter fishing rodeo and jamboree that Jeff would hold every year. Basically doing that sort of thing. And so you see the scoreboard right there in the background. That's Jen, the puppy, in the background there, hopping across stuff, holding a bone in his mouth. Good guy, good friend. But It was one of the annual things for me. As you can see, there's the entrance to the amphitheater. That was for the 2017 Extra Life event. I was host for the particular Minecraft event for that time, and so we had at the here at the amphitheater that November 2017 was when I hosted that here, and oh my God, I still remember. We had everybody was teleported into this area, and I had made sure, because I had my skin on, my Emperor skin on, I made sure to have, be drinking, a potion of invisibility so, I wouldn't spoil it. So anyway, I was in creative, and Beep, who you saw earlier, I hopped up here to, like I said, it's not in this photo, not in this screenshot, but I had a little thing that my little spectator seat. So I popped up in there, and so it was like, we need some action and all that. So I went ahead and said, I'd like to present to you, we're going to have a gladiator fest. And so then I drank a bucket of milk, and I said, behold your emperor. So I literally had an emperor skin on. And so yeah, it was a bracket system, had a little thing on the other side underneath these trees over here. These dark oak trees, people would select their color, either red or blue. And then I had built in underneath the amphitheater here, under the two ends, places where, people could grab potions, get armor, get weapons, bows and arrows, swords, armor, etc. And they could pick out, what they wanted. They would, obviously enter the arena, have their little contest, winner would move on to the next bracket. So anyway, that was what I was thinking. I was like, there was something extra I wanted to add. And I was like, oh, that was it. And so, the thing that I added to, I was like, just always having a little bit of, people, watching them, bashing, each other with swords and arrows and potions and all that. That'd be fun. But I was like, I want to get some audience participation. The thing of it is, I need something that is benign, that will neither help nor harm the two contestants. And so I was like, let's see, what's the potion? Is there any potion sort of thing that I could have in the event that the audience could toss in, as it were, and have them be able to. And then I was like, oh, a bottle of enchanting. It's just going to give nothing but experience. And so I had several chests scattered around the arena here, filled with, and I retitled them to Bottle of Cheer, because knowing that's all it's going to give is XP orbs. No, it would do no harm. So I just re-enabled it Bottle of Cheer, and so people could toss in bottles of XP, Bottle of Cheer, and I knew that would add some drama, and it did. It did. It looked like it was going to. Several times it looked like blue player or the red player was going to win, but because of the XP orbs going around, that's the player that initially looked like that they might have been in the lead faltered. That allowed their opponent to get the better of them. And so that had been a very, very good idea for me to have. So yeah, we had the fishing jumper. Let's backtrack here just a smidge to Achievement Hunter. So Achievement Hunter, of course, they started playing Minecraft back in 2012 on Xbox. And so they I did all their stuff, and one of the things Jeff, as I said, came up with was fishing jamboree. And so every September, I would starting. I think it was in 2015. I know it was for several years at least. We ran my own version of fishing jamboree, and so that is why we have stuff right here. Doing that, and every sort of fish was be worth a certain amount of points, and obviously, we went through several rounds, and whoever at the end of the day had the most points would win. So, going on next to one of my more original Let's Plays was a thing called Yacht Club, and you can see some of the stuff there in the distance for like Fishing Jamboree and some of the other harbor stuff. But one of the more unusual and thematic things I did with Yacht Club was it gave everybody their own boat. And basic, or hull, you can see an example hull right here. And basically, everybody could build their own boat. So you can see, we got a Viking warship, we got a pirate ship, we got classy sorts of ship, we got one of my other friends with the GGG, Dom. This is his battle yacht. You see, he's got cannons everywhere on the sucker. Big boom, very big boom. We got some more party boats. I think that was Stan's there on the left, the very tall one, the giant mobile pool. Yeah, you can see how tall it is. This one was at Lais's. He built a TNT boat. Go boom, different kind of boom. Here is my yacht right here. I meant for more traditional sort of yacht design. Here's Kells. He did. I don't fully remember what he did. His itinerary, what that one was. And should have one more. Yep. And then here is Thunders. It's sort of a little bit of a luxury yacht himself. So one of the things we did was I made sure to have sort of thing for each. Looked like it was tied up to the docks. And each person, it originally wasn't part of the Let's Play. But it was later decided that people should be able to award each other points. So it was diamond, gold, and iron. Obviously in descending order of precedence. Diamond being the most valuable, gold second most, iron third. Each person would have their own little sort of thing. And so, like I said, I didn't get all the screenshots I could have off the server. I couldn't find them all in time because, when you got a metric butt ton of Minecraft screenshots, it was like, and you don't remember where every little thing is. I tried to separate it out based on stuff so that I could keep track of stuff for future reference like this. But, yeah, everybody for Yacht Club, you could build, just take the existing hull that I give you, build up something. It wasn't meant to be a competition. It was just supposed to be, a friendly little get-together. Let's see what people do. Let's see what they come up with. And, it was one of these more original sorts of Let's Plays, that, sort of inspired by Achievement Hunter and doing the stuff that they would do. So, for a long time I would watch a number of Achievement Hunters videos and all that on Minecraft. It was always a thing for me. So, just a sec here. I think that was it. That should be it. Yep. That was it. So yeah, I had a number of Let's Plays that I hosted, but of course, with time and all that, being a thing, couldn't always do stuff, for a Let's Play. But going back further into history, we have to refer to another source of Minecraft stuff. Daedalus and Mr. Red. So, first link there is to Data's YouTube channel. And the second pair of links are to Mr. Red Dragon, his YouTube and Twitch. So, I would also watch them because of the nature of the job I had prior to the grocery store job and really being able to start to play Minecraft myself. I would just like to watch people play Minecraft, see what they would do. And, of course, Achievement Hunter was a big deal for me. Watching some of their stuff over the years. Whoa, excuse me. But also Mr. Data and Mr. Red. So it was about 2012, as I recall, when I came across Daedalus822. He, at the time, was an Aussie content creator. I don't remember exactly where he's from in Australia. All I remember is that he's from Australia. And he was doing his stuff on YouTube to, doing his Minecraft stuff. Made some very, very interesting builds, some of which have served as... I have duplicated or have served as inspiration for some of my own stuff here in Minecraft. Oh, my fortune pick. And, of course, Mr. Red, he collaborated with for a time before they had to go their separate ways for different reasons. Data had to unfortunately stop creating content because he had his partner, Venomous Wench, aka Venom. They had to take care of their children and all, her children. He's sort of it's my understanding that he kind of I'm not sure if it's official or not, and I'm not gonna, try to impose on that, but I think it was sort of a, he sort of adopted them, and, to take care of them, he had to go, they had to make sure that they went and got, they took care of them, their IRL stuff first. And so that is why, Data stopped making content. Because, IRL. That's why, if you are a content creator like me and you have IRL to worry about first, do that first. That is why, some people have to do that, is that they literally have to stop doing something they often... Whoa, hello. Hello. We have... we have water. We also have coal over there. But if you're someone like me and you have to worry, and you have to worry about doing IRL first and content second, do IRL first. And, that's part of the reason why I slowly had to stop watching Rooster Teeth on the whole and Achievement Hunter as well, because it was... becoming a little bit... I was sort of quote Bilbo there. sort of spread too thin. Hello. I feel thin, sort of stretched like butter scraped over too much bread. And so, that was a thing for me, is that it became harder because I had, IRL commitments I had to worry about. And it was just getting to the point to where even if I would, sorry about that, where trying to get, even doing, if I had a few moments to, watch somebody's video, or whilst playing a game, or something like that, it was becoming harder in some ways to be able to do that. And so I was just ultimately cutting my losses, and just saying, okay, I can't watch this stuff all the time like I want to. I have to worry about stuff. It was the same time that I was, not long after the 2017 GGG Extra Life event that, I got dismissed from working at the bank. It started there in October 2017. And for reasons, I was let go in early 2018. And for me, there were issues there. There were issues. And part of me has always felt that some things there were overblown. And so I spent a period by myself in a way, having, getting to watch at least a little bit of Rooster Teeth, a little bit of Achievement Hunter, sort of going back to my roots with my stuff, and, getting to see, watching bits of vids, or hello, Iron. Rewatching vids or bits of vids and going, oh yeah, somebody did thing. But even as I was looking for a new job, and I eventually got my current job with Home Depot, of course. I just felt the that, as much as I want to watch, people play video games and all that, I was feeling this call to do something more. But I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. So, I was just, sort of just, just sort of sat down for a time and, just thought about it, thinking, I would do in my, my job search and stuff, all that. And later on, of course, I would be able to, go to work and all that at Home Depot. However, still feeling, this was in the time period just before I got, in those few months after I had gotten dismissed from the bank. But, well, before I got to working at Home Depot, I still felt like, as I said, I was wanting to do. And that's where I hit upon the idea of streaming, because I knew that some of the folks at Rooster Teeth did it. They did some of their live events. I know we had the GGG. We had our oh, hello there, Copper. We had our live Extra Life fundraiser. I know that Jack had formerly of Achievement Hunter. Oh, hello. Full inventory. Jack, formerly of Achievement Hunter. That was both Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter. I know that he did their Extra Life campaign. And so that would be his thing, is to have the actual, stream and all that. Let's flip the dirt around. That there. Our bloody stuff there. Oops. Oopsie poopsies. I hate when I do that. There we go. And this is where it's finally all comes together. So, with, of course, going to Rooster Teeth, with me creating my profile there, having fun with friends there, getting, to meet people, being able to play games with fellow gamers, and all that, watching people create content for both on Twitch and on YouTube, and all the prior experiences, having fun, cool, is what finally helped create that urge to be a content creator. And the true source of that, what really helped me with that, was one streamer in particular. That being Dragoness, whom I met through Mr. Red. Mr. Red, and it was early in 2018, as I remember. About the time that I got dismissed from the bank. I don't remember if it was before or after. I think it was after. Hello, Dragoness, speak of the devil. Or speak of the dragon, I should say. It was Mr. Red who brought me to Dragoness, and it was she that helped give me that final little push of saying, okay, while I wait to hear back from some potential job prospects, I need to, let's see, we are on 3. The last one for this side for the time being. We'll go back to the other side. First, we'll of course have to finish this one out. But anyway, as I was waiting to hear back from several potential job prospects, it was between Mr. Red and Dragoness that really... Yes! yes, indeed. Yes. You were the final impetus. You and Mr. Red helped create the final impetus for me to create content. Oops. Wrong thing. And that is what has led to today. Today is actually let's see, let me make sure my date is, yes it is, it is indeed today, Sunday the 17th. It is the 6-year anniversary of my very first stream. And when I was getting ready to set up, choosing the day, I was like, oh my god, I realized Sunday is my anniversary date. All the more reason to do it Sunday. Combine my experience, provide the sort of the background, the lore, of doing stuff as Osage Orange Online to tell this story, my story. You know, it's like a lot of gamers. You know, you start off somewhere. I've been playing video games for years. I played various video games long before I ever discovered Rooster Teeth. Now that they have unfortunately passed, you know, it's they still live on. Though they're still going to live on in our hearts. That is, you know, ultimately my primary goal. It is not as much as I would like to be a rich and famous content creator. Let's see. As much as I would love to be a rich and famous content creator, the thing for me is I want to bring fellow gamers together. That is my goal. That is why I still have the IRL job. Excuse me. My IRL stuff comes first. I cannot pay the bills. I cannot pay for housing. I cannot pay for anything without... I'm not that lucky. I don't have any sort of, person I can truly, ultimately rely on. And why do I have these guys over here when they should be over there? Is that, I hear you wherever you are over there, Zambit. I have to do the IRL stuff first. Let's see here. Do I have any spare? No, I don't. IRL comes first. And so, you know, as much as I would love to be that popular, well-supplied content creator, I want to bring people together. There are people I've met through Rooster Teeth, through YouTube, through Twitch, that I wouldn't have met otherwise. And this is where me being a gamer, being a content creator is a good thing. Because, you know, there are, all these guys that I have mentioned, you know, Geeky Fried Rice, Mishu, Dragoness, Daedalus, Mr. Red, they have all impacted me in some way or another. And I would rather have, you know, that sort of impact and be able to pass it on. It is, in its own way, it is a gift. And that is why I was feeling compelled to become a content creator, because... Torches! I was feeling compelled to give back. And I know that my IRL situation isn't always the best for me to be able to go in and be able to stream or content create. Got water there. Part of me is wondering what sort of puddle I got up there. Let's see. It's here somewhere. Aha! Hello! Let's see. Torches. Come on. Go to the right spot. But yes, I was feeling the desire as a result of, hello guys, is because of all these influences and experiences that I was feeling the desire to become a content creator. Even though, yes, I had to deal with IRL stuff. And I still have to deal with IRL stuff. But it is through all these experiences, influences, my gaming experiences that I've had for years, that they all finally have come together and to create this one little thing. And I will go on creating content for as long as I possibly can. You know, I know that I'm not immortal. I know that I have a limited lifespan, but that is part of the reason why I want to be a content creator, is by doing this, excuse me, I can share at least some of what my limited life has to offer and share it with people who can appreciate it. And it's very, I know I don't say it enough, but I appreciate everybody who comes by to at least say hi. And for those who stick around for more, it's always, always appreciated. Like I said, I would love to be a famous content creator. I know that in all likelihood, I'm going to be right where I am, more of a modest one. But so long as I have that connection to the greater gaming world, that is what helps motivate me to content create. I know that not all the stuff I play is going to be, not everybody's going to want to see Minecraft all the time. And I honestly don't know if I could do Minecraft all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love mining. I love doing the mining aspect. That's why when we have, moments like this, I do a mining live stream. It's because it gets me the stuff I need. I need all the iron for the smelter. It also gives me a chance to plan out, to some degree, what I need to do next for stuff. And being able to share gaming experiences with other gamers is always a plus in my book. Because it brings gamers together. I literally have met people, not just through streaming and all that, but through Rooster Teeth, through Discord, through Twitter. I've literally met people from across the globe. And when you think about it, being able to meet fellow gamers and, be able to share, being able to share your gaming experience with them, that is a good thing. And there are people, I know that there are a number of people at the Rooster Teeth Sun, and I'm certain that, it's happened elsewhere, that, I know that Jack and Katie, who is from Australia herself, they met through Rooster Teeth, and they're married and they live in Austin. So, it's that sort of thing, creating a network, being able to be with, fellow gamers, that is what helps me keep me going. And I want to thank everybody, even those I haven't talked to in years, for being able to be there and, being a part of this journey. It's not always the destination, it's that saying, it's not always the end destination, it's the journey. And this has been a 6-year journey. And I hope to keep going for many more years, because there are games that are going to eventually, that are coming out or have come out. I just need to get the new stuff for it to be able to play them. I haven't played City Skylines 2 yet. We've hello there, Iron. We've been able to play Pharaoh: A New Era. Titan Quest 2 is coming out. There is a whole bunch of stuff that, as gamers, we share with each other when we create content. And that is what I am, in part, here to do. I'm essentially saying, when 6 years ago I started, I was like, I am Osei George, hear me rustle. I knew that was going to be a thing for me, is that, I am but one individual tree. I'm going to share what I can and hopefully have some fun along the way. And, hello, Copper. Thank you. Coming to Daddy Cole. Flint Cole? Yes, Achievement Hunter reference. Had to do it. And, yeah, it's it's just like, a little, what happens, with, an avalanche, it starts small and then it goes along, builds its way up. And, like I said, I appreciate everybody who has come out. I've been able to stay in touch with and all that. Rooster Teeth is, they're gonna, eventually, they are, gonna be fully shut down. They're in the process of that. It is sad. It is very sad that, people have lost their jobs. And, there's reasons for that. My understanding is that, it was people mismanaging stuff and all that. And, well, things happen. It's sad, but Rooster Teeth's greatest legacy, in my book, is the fact that they brought people together who otherwise may not have been brought together. Of course, Red versus Blue, and then, other shows, like Ruby, Genlock, Achievement Hunter, whole bunch of other factors of them, as a result of them being around, help bring people together. And, they've no doubt inspired other people to continue on. So it's us as the fans that, in our own way, we can continue their legacy. Is that we are the legacy, in a way. I am. Come here, you bloody piece of gravel. So yeah, this is essentially, my story of getting to this point. Would I have become a streamer if one of these factors had not been there? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I may have become a content creator on my own, even if a totally different set of circumstances and events had presented themselves. I don't know. Sort of like, as I said, it's sort of like CGP Gray's thing is that, the forest of all knowledge, or in my case, the forest of history, is, it's a particular path that I knew needed to be shared. And that Rooster Teeth helped provide some of the impetus for me becoming a content creator. Oops, need touches. Helped me get to this point. And that the story needed to be told. And it was this shutdown that, as sad as it is, provided me the just opportunity to tell my story. Because I knew that when I decided to go start streaming, I was like, just like I did at the time it was 15 years. Why am I thinking 15? Yeah, I'm getting my stuff 5 years ago at the time. It was 2013 and all that. It was when I signed up at RT, as I said. 5 years ago, I decided I would own the name Osage Orange and make it my new handle. So, for me, when I started content creating, I was like, I'm going to take my earlier vow that I made to myself to make this my name, and I'm really going to take it. And knowing that I was not the only Osage, would probably not be the only Osage Orange on YouTube, that is why my YouTube handle is Osage Orange Gaming. You know, I started off with a few streams, sort of get my feet wet, and then go from there. So, 1, 2, 3. And has the last 6 years been worth it? Yes. Yes. As the last 11 years, you know, starting off from when I decided to join Rooster Teeth after, you know, having gotten school over. Yes. It's been totally, totally worth it. You know, it's because of that, you know, a story that I kind of have referred to a number of times. I got to go to my first convention back in 2016 at SoonerCon in Oklahoma City, and I was able to tap into the resources at Rooster Teeth, say, hey, so-and-so, 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 I know you folks have been to cons. I've done some research. What do you guys recommend? And of course, that was to meet my favorite author, David Weber, who I mentioned a number of times. And they said, yeah, and, you know, it's like a lot of, I said, you know, and I pointed out, you know, here's stuff I have found. It said, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Anything to add? And they were like, yeah, what you've got here is pretty much the gist for going on your first con. Just remember, take care of yourself. And that's part of the reason you have to be careful as a content creator not to overstress yourself. You know, especially given the fact that someone like me, I have to work. But at the same time, sharing some of my gaming experiences with you guys is always going to be worth it. I know I can't share every gaming experience, but I would rather share at least some. And show my appreciation to folks whom I've met. And, you know, give them a little bit of love. I lurk a lot, and that is A-okay as a content creator and as a viewer, because, you know, if you're like me, you know, you have only so many hours in the day, even after I may get chores done, and I had to go get some chores done earlier today before I knew I had to come do this, but they're mostly done. I still got a few. I gotta put up some clean bark for work and a few other things, but things are mostly done. Speaking of done this, I'm feeling done myself. I do need to go get myself a little bit of tree dinner. So we're going to go ahead here. We are going to end stream. We are going to pass on the stream glory to somebody else. Let me see who is live. Who can we share the love with? There will, of course, be on the YouTubes link to all the links to all the stuff I have talked about in this live stream. And it'll be future reference. Like I said, I wanted this to be in part of lore video, so that you guys can know a little bit of my gaming history and all that. And also, I see somebody we can go say hi to. Somebody who has helped me with my streaming. Done some of my, so far, my only 3 emotes. I need to get some money saved up for some more at some point. But we're going to go say hi to Grinacci. He's the guy who has done my emotes. The few I got, at least. And also my sub badges. So, go and select The Tree Grove has arrived to bring you shade and water. Hope to catch you guys tomorrow, Monday, and Thursday for another couple of episodes of Let's Play Prison Architect Season 2. Saturday will be another episode of City Building Saturdays. Next Sunday, will be another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. As soon as I get myself a little something to eat, I'm going to be diving right into that. So, let's go ahead here. Let's get this raid party started. Oz appreciates everybody who has come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.